You are who? That ought to take a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Candace Williams, and I'm going to talk to y'all about medical laboratory sciences. The who, what, when, wheres, and whys of the laboratory. Have you ever been to the hospital or the doctor and had your blood drawn? Or perhaps you've been to surgery and had a biopsy, or had a different kind of specimen, like you had the flu, had your nose swabbed, wound culture, anything like that. All those specimens have in common are they're all run by people behind the scenes in the lab, medical laboratory scientists. The what are the types of specimens that are found in the laboratory? Urine specimens, blood specimens, packed red blood cells, stool specimens, sputum specimens, wound cultures, biopsies, and flu swabs are just a few. When you need to go to the hospital or have your blood drawn or a specimen drawn would be if you are sick, maybe a checkup, on a therapeutic medication, or have surgery, or go to the emergency room. Where you get these things done at would be laboratories, which are found either in hospitals or clinics. These are the parts of a laboratory. Blood bank is where they would match you for transfusion if you needed to get blood. Microbiology is where they would set you up for culture if you have needed blood cultures, had bacteria, or even a urine culture. They could tell you what kind of antibiotics you needed to be on. If you had an infected wound, that's also where they do the flu testing. Processing is where all these specimens initially come into the laboratory. Most of those are in hospitals. Sometimes they come through a pneumatic tube system. Sometimes they are brought in by phlebotomists. Sometimes hospitals have nurses that are collecting. There in processing, they will process the specimens, centrifuge them if needed, and check for clots, and take them to the departments that they need to go to, which will be the blood bank, microchemistry, urinalysis, coagulation, and hematology. They also do a lot of the paperwork, make sure that everybody gets their results. They need to be faxed to the doctors, anything like that. Chemistry department does things like usually blood samples, sometimes bodily fluids. They do glucose, potassium, sodiums, things like that's found in your blood or fluids. Urinalysis department checks your urinalysis. Of course, your coagulation department checks the thinness of your blood. Hematology checks the blood count of your blood, the CBC. Why would you need to get your blood drawn? Of course, to make you better if you're sick, for your checkups. A study was done by Kay Hyde in 2002, and 60% of decisions are made upon laboratory results. And another study was done by Marcia Alexander about the microtubes that go to the departments. They're a miniature tube that goes to the departments if someone cannot get enough blood. It may